How do you know a dream is worth chasing?
I actually would like to flip that, because I think a lot of people are waiting for a sign to know that a dream is worth chasing before they start doing it. And I think it actually comes after you start doing it.
So I get a lot of emails about how do I stay motivated, hungry, driven. Well, let me tell you something. Most days in life when I wake up, I'm not motivated, hungry, or driven. I have commitment to myself, to the best version of myself. What most of us are looking for is a special feeling of, oh, I feel great this morning. I'm gonna get out of bed and get a quick 5 miles in or go to the gym. If you're looking for that feeling, let me tell you one thing, it ain't gonna come. You have to learn to do when you don't want to do. Learn to bring that savage mentality out of yourself. The animalistic motherfuckers. You think a savage gives a about how he feels or how she feels? They just do it. Learn to be your best self when you're least motivated.
You have to build the discipline and the grit and the fortitude and the determination and the endurance and the confidence and the ability to execute when conditions aren't ideal, to never quit. It's not that they don't know what to do, it's that they couldn't consistently do it when conditions weren't perfect. And conditions on the path to success will never be perfect. So you have to build yourself into someone who can execute, whether it's great times or whether it's bad times.
You know perfectly well that if you put your mind to it and you make the proper sacrifices, there are things you can set straight. And that if you do that diligently, things actually improve. And so, because otherwise, if you didn't believe that, you wouldn't act at all. Like, well, maybe you just turn to completely catastrophic, short-term, impulsive pleasure, something like that. You have to believe that your action has some redemptive possibility, because why would you do it otherwise? And you might say, well, I kind of believe that. It's like, well, that's not good enough. You know, you kind of got to throw yourself all into it. And what's the cost anyways? You know, it's not like you're going to get out of this alive. So you're pretty much all in, whether you want to be or not.
When you make mistakes, they add up. They add up. One mistake compounds and leads to another, which leads to another, and they can lead you to a downward spiral of destruction. Here's the thing. You know what else adds up? The positive things. The good moves. The small sacrifices that you make to do things right. The adjustments needed to correct problems. The daily discipline required to get you where you want to get to. Those little positive things add up too. Here's the question, why don't we do them? Why don't we do them? Well, it's because, in most cases, it's because they add up slowly.
The change doesn't happen in the turning of a calendar. It happens in the turning of your mindset. It happens when you stop making excuses and start making moves. And here's the truth about change. It's not easy. It's not comfortable. It's not glamorous. Real change is gritty. It's waking up earlier than you want to. It's saying no to the things that waste your time and yes to the things that challenge you. It's putting in the work when no one's watching, when no one's clapping, when no one's even paying attention. Because the life you want isn't built in the spotlight, it's built in the shadows. You want 2025 to be your year? Then stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for the motivation to hit. Stop waiting for the stars to align. They won't. The perfect moment doesn't exist. The stars don't care. But you care. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening. Because deep down, you know you're capable of more. But here's the catch. Wanting more isn't enough. You have to act.